Welcome to OK Fair Enough with Shawn and Charlie. I'm Charlie. Today's episode we discuss prostitution. And if you think I'm not going to talk to my daughter about prostitution, well, check this out, motherfucker. Marley, imagine you think of a boy in your class or in your school who think of the ugliest, smelliest, just disgusting kid in school. Like the kind of kid that like picks his boogers and eats them. Really just gross, disgusting stuff like that. Okay, do you have somebody in mind?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say he came to you and said, here's $50. And for $50, I want you to give me a kiss. Would you do it?
No.
Why not?
He's the fattest kid he's the second fattest kid in the whole school.
Okay. Well, I'm doing something right as a father. If you guys aren't willing to accept money for kisses. Not even a trip to Disney World? If they gave you a trip to Disney World for a kiss, would you do it, Marley?
No.
No? You don't want to go to Disney World that badly?
I've heard reports of it.
You've heard reports of it? Okay. My 5-year-old son didn't have anything to say on the subject, which means either he didn't understand the question, or he's hiding something from us. I hope he didn't understand the question. Enjoy the show, guys. Yeah, get into it. Don't worry, I got at least $1 to tip the guy. I have enough money to have exactly 25 seconds worth of fun at a strip club.
Nice.
Which leads us into our conversation about prostitution.
Well, if you were in Vietnam, they could give you about, 15-minute blowjob or something like that?
$1?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know what the exchange rate is there.
Like Vietnam now or Vietnam like in the 60s? Or both?
Whatever from, what was it, Full Metal Jacket?
Okay.
$5, love you long time. Well, because she says long time for $5. I figured 15 minutes for $1.
Well, what if a long time is 15 minutes in her culture? They're at war, Shawn. She could be dead any minute.
Well, I mean, 5 minutes. I guess it would be 3 minutes. But
5 minutes is all I'd need. That's really all I'd need.
I mean, shit, I can get off in less than 5 minutes.
By myself? Yes, because I know exactly where all the nooks and crannies are for my fingers to...
Save that for masturbation.
Oh, sorry. I will. Both anyway. The segment and the activity.
But for prostitution... Okay, so we wanted to talk about prostitution today. The big question that I have is why is prostitution not legal, but porn is?
Because they are prejudiced against people who can't afford cameras. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why I
mean, because if you legalize prostitution, like the whole issue with prostitution is that the connection with drugs, with violence, and I can understand, the whole issue with fidelity, but maybe that's a whole different issue you should take care of. Because if a guy wants to cheat on his wife, he's going to fucking do it. It doesn't matter how.
In ancient Rome, prostitutes were considered a necessary aspect of society because they knew the culture of the time. They didn't expect the men to only fuck their wives.
Well, I mean,
but you can't fuck another man's wife. Society would crumble. So you are expected to go to a prostitute. Yeah. Fidelity was not a concern. That wasn't cheating. That was maintenance. That was getting an oil change.
I mean, it's kind of hard to go against your baser instincts. If you're not getting sex regularly or, at least, every once in a while, your body will start fucking going crazy.
You'll become Spock.
Yeah.
Your blood will start to boil. Yeah. If he doesn't get to come once every 15 years or whatever it is.
But yeah, I mean, one of the biggest issues I think that happens with it, and this is actually, I guess this kind of goes into porn too, but the whole issue with STDs, I guess they're worried that prostitution kind of somehow facilitates that, but I don't really see. I think you're more likely to get an STD from somebody you trust,
right? And
there's a quote from House,
right?
I fucking love that show.
I don't like the show, but you're right, it's a good quote.
But there was an issue with the patient that he liked to frequent with prostitutes, and so one of the first questions was, does he have an STD? And House, who also likes to frequent hookers.
House frequents hookers? Now I might have to check out this show.
Oh, dude, he's on oxycodone and he has sex with hookers all the time. I mean, he's awesome.
Okay.
But anyway, what he said was that it's very poignant. It's you don't get STDs from prostitutes. Well, most of the time,
right.
You're less likely because you get STDs from people you trust, people you don't feel the need to protect yourself against.
You're right, exactly. And it's a really good point.
Absolutely.
And it's the number one reason why I will not ever purchase or lease or rent or whatever the fuck the right term is. I'll never get a prostitute.
Yeah.
Because condoms
You're not actually
suck.
purchasing prostitute, you're purchasing their time. And their vagina.
Mostly their vagina. You're renting their pussy for 15 minutes. Because leasing... No, wait, you're leasing, because you could always trade it in for another one.
At the cat house, maybe.
We're going to talk about cat house.
Absolutely.
No, but have you ever had a hooker?
No.
Me neither.
I'm too broke to have a hooker.
Have you ever even been to like one of those massage parlors? No, me neither.
I have never paid for a sexual act, no.
I haven't directly.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's a whole different issue. We could talk about how being in a relationship is similar.
Someday we're going to do a whole
women
segment.
Prostitutes. I want to stipulate that from the get-go.
That's right. Y'all are just some dirty motherfucking hoes.
But the man will spend every dime he has
to get a piece of ass.
Get a piece of ass, and that includes and women,
dinner,
they
movies, the whole
no.
nine. You could just save a lot of time and probably money. If you have a surplus of crack, you could unload some and get yourself a cooker for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
May or may not have a dick.
Sound like you said cooker.
I think I might have. And that's a hooker with a dick. That's a cooker. It's a cocker. It's a cooker.
I think you've been watching too much Breaking Bad. You started talking about crack or meth, and you were like, I'm going to start cooking.
I don't know what you're talking about, bitch. No.
Science, bitch.
Okay. Science, bitch. No, I'll never get a hooker. I don't even feel comfortable going to a massage parlor because I don't know if you know this about me. I'm not exactly smooth. Like,
that's the whole great part about it. You don't have to be smooth with a
But
hooker.
if you go to a massage parlor, you do. If you go to a legitimate one, you can't just go in and be like, yeah, rub me down, jerk me off. You have to feel out the situation a little bit.
I'm not an expert on this, but I assume they have some sort of, like, key word that you have to say that kind of insinuates what's going to happen.
I have a story for you.
Okay.
Now that you mention it. Oh, my God. Okay. I have a friend in Jersey that's a cop.
Okay.
And he had to go undercover to try to find one of these rub and tug places.
Rub and tug.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's such a great term, right? But if you know my friend, and I'm not going to mention his name, if you know my friend, you know that there is no way that this guy has any idea what the mindset is of a man who'd be willing to go to a stranger and say, here's $20, play with my dick for a minute. Like, he's not that kind of guy. So they're like, what we want you to do, don't cut your hair for a while, grow your beard out. He is blonde as shit. He doesn't have much of a beard. And when you go in, we want you to kind of like act like you're kind of a party. You're like, oh yeah, I partied so hard last night. Ooh, ecstasy. Am I right, ladies? Ecstasy.
So you're explaining this guy, and the only thing I can think of is the, like, Scandinavian guys from Family Guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, friend. I was so hung out this morning. I had many liters of beers. Yeah, he's kind of like that.
Nice.
Except he speaks English as a first language.
Oh, you ruined my surprise.
So he goes into this supposed rub and tug shop.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just kind of hung over. I partied so hard and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, whatever. They're like, now, do you want underwear on or off? And he was just like, I better say off. I better say I want my underwear off. And then they said, do you want...
He's saying this out loud?
In his head.
Oh, okay.
This is his inner monologue.
Okay.
This is a guy saying, what is a guy who would actually want the product that these ladies are offering? Because he doesn't want it, And then they go, okay. And he's like, off. Yeah, underwear off. And they were like, okay, now do you want to take a shower first or no? And he's like, that's got to be the signal. That's got to be it. Oh, no, what do I do? And he's like, I guess if you want to get dirty, you'd want to take a shower after. That's the signal. He's starting to overthink it. Long story short, he walked out of there, penis untouched. It did not work. He failed.
That's every day of my life.
That's every day. Oh. That's at least 7 out of 8 days of my life.
Well, besides being self-touched.
Oh.
That's every 15.
Well, no, that's, once again, that's maintenance.
Fair enough.
We're going to talk about that later. And it's a completely different segment for a different day.
So, but I would say that obviously, I'm in a relationship, so I wouldn't get one now.
Right.
But if I was single and I had a surplus of cash, because obviously I'm a broke bitch, so I don't really have money to spend on a prostitute anyway.
Right.
I wouldn't. Well, see, that's the thing. And if I was gonna buy one, they would have to be a certain price, because it's kind of like shoes. If you're paying $100 for shoes, they better fucking last you.
Well, yeah. I'm with you on that 100%. If I was ever to buy a prostitute, not that I'm going to buy a prostitute, because my wife listens to this show. I don't think I would go for like the $40, is it a man, is it a not thing that's like, hey, I'll suck your dick for $40. I'm not going that route. I will go like the $1,500 a night hooker route where they actually look nice. And they don't look sticky. You know?
They don't have meth mouth.
And I will say this. We've agreed, and I think now's the time to talk about it. We want to talk about the Moonlight Bunny Ranch. As featured in the HBO series Cat House.
Yeah.
That is not where my hooker money is going to go.
You wouldn't?
No. Every one of those women makes me just feel gross.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. They're definitely not the top of the. They're you know, you're not gonna. They're not the cream of the crop, but I mean, they're
no. The cream of the crop are the hookers that like aren't being willing to be featured
not actually
on HBO.
They're not actually called hookers. They're called they're called escorts. Or,
they're called cum dumpsters.
And they cost $1,500 an hour or something.
Probably more. I would want, if I ever did it, I'd want to get one of those like $5,000 a night Vegas hookers. And I said $1,500 thing. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to talk her down. That's another part. I want her to be the $5,000 a night hooker with poor negotiation skills.
So all right. I know you say you wouldn't actually do it, but which one would you be more willing? Cat House or like Red Light District in like Amsterdam or some shit like that?
Well, sight unseen.
Okay.
With Amsterdam.
No, absolutely.
The answer is Amsterdam. The Moonlight Bunny Ranch. No, thank you. The part where I said like that they look sticky. They all look like they're covered in something, and things are getting stretched out and whatnot. And a lot of these chicks, you can tell like they don't really like they don't work out. It's they still got a little.
No, they work out.
Well, yeah, they get a workout. I bet their vagina muscles look like fucking Schwarzenegger's forearms, but that's not the point here. I've never, not in a million years. I think if you're willing to spend $1,000 to go to the Moonlight Bunny Ranch for an evening, you are a moron. You can spend the same amount somewhere else and have a much better experience, I think, than going into a building where everybody knows you're there to fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I would ever actually do it, but if I did, it would definitely have to be of a certain quality. But I want to get back to kind of what we started on is the legality of it or the lack thereof, obviously.
Well, the illegality of it is one reason why it can't be regulated, and it's one of the reasons it's such a dangerous profession.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was going to get to is as far as the fact that, you know, if it was legalized and you can see it in places where it is legalized, it's a lot more, it's a lot more structured.
Yeah.
There's less instances of violence and drugs.
And STDs, because they get checked regularly.
I mean, they're regulated like porn.
And even with the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, it's they have a gynecologist come to the Bunny Ranch regularly to check these girls.
Yeah.
There is actually one girl, now that I think about it, at the Bunny Ranch, based on her gynecological exam, where I was like, okay, she looks clean. She looks clean. It doesn't hurt that she's a redhead. Or at least an auburn head. But no, I don't understand why it's illegal. It makes no sense. Doug Stanhope said it best. He's like, yeah, because it should be illegal, because heaven forbid that that women are given free will and a vagina. That Freudian slip of children, I think I might have to edit that. Or I'm going to jail.
It happens.
Does it? No, it's ridiculous. In Amsterdam, like specifically, and not just with prostitution, but with just vice in general, they've taken such they've scaled back their enforcement of draconian laws that make no sense. To the point where they've actually seen a decrease in secondary crimes like assault and battery of hookers, stolen property when it comes to drugs.
Once in a while, you gotta beat a hooker. I mean, I mean, once in a while, you just gotta beat a hooker. That's the way it is.
I'm willing to bet that there's a hooker you could buy for that purpose.
Oh, jeez.
Like, hey, here's the deal. I just want to beat the shit out of you for an hour and a half.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You're not gonna like this. I will pay all your hospital bills, and I will pay you for your recovery time. I'm a billionaire that just needs to beat the shit out of women in this scenario.
I would figure if you were a billionaire, it would be much easier to just do it, hide the body, and then pay off lawyers.
Yeah, that probably would be a bit better route. Well, no, I'm not a monster. I'm
not a monster. I just want to
I want to beat them nearly to death. Not to death.
I think you have some. I think you might be a woman hater. I think you have some issues been up in there.
You think?
No.
I'm actually a really sweet guy. I'd never hit a woman unless she deserved it, and they do.
Yeah, sometimes. Anyway,
now the other thing is the internet. We're going to be talking about online entertainment in a little while, and if you're listening to this, that's going to be this coming Monday's episode. Online, so far as the internet has completely changed the process with which you have to go get a hooker.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had to go get in your car, It was a fucking shell game back in the day. It's like okay, all right, is the ball under the female hooker, the tranny hooker, or the cop shell? Which one is it? Find the lady.
It's funny you mentioned the thing about got to be careful. That it's not a man. There was a buddy of mine that I used to work with, and pretty cool dude. But he was telling me about this one time he was downtown Richmond at this 7-Eleven. And, he walks out, and there's this very, very large black woman.
Quotation marks.
I say that just because, you kind of got to get the mental image.
Right.
I imagine...
it was a woman, but she had a beard.
Bubba Smith from Hightower from...
No.
That's who I imagine in my head. Very large. But, and he walks up to him, and he looks up, and he goes... You're a dude! And then, of course, with the deepest voice, they're like, get the fuck out of here.
No, motherfucker, I'm all lady. And this lady's gonna beat you in the ass with my shoe.
I think there's actually a part from Police Academy where he's dressed up like a woman. Maybe that's why I'm getting it. I think that's why I'm getting it.
There has to be. It's either him or Michael Winslow.
Such a fucking good movie.
The original?
All of them. Yes.
Wow.
And
all of them?
Fucking series.
All right.
Okay, 4 is...
One day we're going to have a Shawn Entertainment Intervention episode where I just tell you how you're wrong about everything you love.
Actually, to tell you the truth, I couldn't even pick out what the first one... No, actually, I think I do know what the first one is. No, maybe not.
The first one is just called Police Academy.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I don't know if it's the first one. I think the second one is where I actually start. So, but anyway.
Okay.
But the best one is COP. I think it's
Citizens of Patrol. Yeah, I've seen that little art house indie flick.
Gene made a machine, and JoJo made it go.
Art blew a fart, blew the whole damn thing apart. All right, back to prostitution. That was going to be
a lot funnier if you hadn't been fucking copying me at the same time.
Oh, really?
Here's jarbled shit.
I think it would have been better if you just stuck with it, but that's okay, buddy.
Yeah.
That's okay. Back to the internet.
Now you need to
getting
go to
a hooker. Well, you go to Craigslist.
Yeah.
You can find them. But it's still a shell game.
Oh, absolutely.
It's even more of a shell game.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that a cop posing as a hooker probably has a certain walk that is not a hooker walk. I have a feeling it's a cop walk.
Oh, probably.
And if it's a dude,
when you're walking with a gun in your crotch,
Renee has my wife has a friend from college that is a cop now in the Hampton Roads area, and she's been the prostitute on prostitution stings. And I was like, well, what did you wear? And she was like, I just went in my closet and got out some old Halloween costumes, and it worked.
Nice.
She had this one guy come up to her, and he's like, "What can I get for $5?" And she was like, "He was
get
drunk.
The fuck out of here!"
Yeah, the guy was drunk as shit, but she was just like, "You can't get anything for $5." He was like,
even a fake prostitute turned that down. That's
yeah, it's like, just get out of here. I'm not going to arrest you over trying to buy a hooker for $5. I feel sorry for you right now. I think that's what was going through her head. But he finally just goes, sorry, I'll get this out, I promise. Well, can I watch you finger your pussy for $5? And she goes, yeah, you can watch me finger my pussy for $5. Let's go over here. And then whoop, 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 and he got arrested for paying a hooker $5 to watch her masturbate.
Is that really a crime?
Yeah, well, actually, now that I think about it, he may have said, "Can I stick my finger in your pussy for $5?"
That might be a crime.
That might be a crime. I don't remember exactly. I'll have to contact her.
You should.
Yeah.
Or she can send us a message if she's listening.
Oh, no, she doesn't have... No, she's not listening.
There's no way. Okay.
No, there's no way she's listening to this.
There was one thing that I touched upon earlier. I was talking about the Full Metal Jacket with it.
Oh, yeah, we love you long time.
Yeah.
Tu beaucoup.
Is the Asian stereotype... Do you think it's like more prevalent in the Asian culture? In fact, I actually think it is. Like,
what do you mean the Asian stereotype?
Well, you look at... I just think that, like... You maybe think of like not necessarily just prostitution, but you talk about rub and tugs.
Yeah.
Like if you go to different cultures, there's obviously more...
the stigma is not there.
Yeah.
It's as a matter of fact, like I actually just read an article about it in Vietnam. Mm-hmm. Being a prostitute is not, they're cool with it. Like, oh, you're a hooker? That's cool. And they have their pimps, and their pimps understand that they have to put out a safe product and keep these girls safe. A lot of their business comes from foreign businessmen.
Oh, I would imagine.
Now, that being said, not only would I not go to the Moonlight Bunny Ranch for pussy, I ain't going to no place like Vietnam or Thailand. They probably got some STDs we've never even heard of. Like, this one's mostly prevalent in sea urchins, but somehow this bitch got it.
Got a syphilherpalate.
Yeah, I actually have Thailand written down as a joke. That's like, with prostitution, I immediately go, Thailand. Right away.
You gotta be careful when you start talking about that. Maybe that's why you were thinking of children earlier.
Maybe.
I don't know, there's that whole thing of, that whole issue.
I think prostituting children in Thailand is technically legal.
Legal?
Like,
wow.
I think it's technically
I don't
okay.
Yeah.
The problem is, for a long time, the attitude was, I'm a pet. Not me, not Charles Baker. This is the guy, one of the guys I'm talking about. I'm a pedophile. I want to fuck children. I can't get away with that in the United States. Where can I get away with that? I hear you can get away with that in Thailand pretty easily. And they will literally go on sex vacations. That was my phone.
Oh, okay.
They would literally go on sex vacations to Thailand to have sex with children. Mm-hmm. And then we made it illegal, saying if you leave the U.S. for the specific reason to buy an underage prostitute, when you get back, we're going to arrest you anyway.
Yeah.
So don't come back.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember a few years ago, the John Benet Ramsey case, beauty
yeah.
queen that was murdered in her home, parents thought that they did it. There was a guy in Thailand, an American expatriate living in Thailand, who confessed to her murder.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear about that.
And he didn't do it.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he didn't do it. He was a nut job.
Oh, okay.
He was in Thailand because he was a pedophile. And you can be a pedophile in Thailand.
Interesting.
You can also go to a blowjob bar in Thailand.
I'm curious about...
You haven't heard of a blowjob bar?
No.
Okay, you sat
you
up...
just stick your dick in a hole and hope for the best?
Hope for the best. And to be honest, it probably is the best, because it's a warm, moist hole that's going to do stuff to your wee-wee.
Hope it's not a... Oh, shit.
Does it matter if it's a man at that point? You're willing to stick your dick in this random hole. It could be a baby calf. You don't know.
Okay. What's the thing called from Star Wars? Is it a Sarlacc?
Yeah, Sarlacc pit. Yeah. It's literally dozens of Sarlacc pits along a bar that you put your wiener into, and you just hope it comes as advertised. Yeah. That it's if you look at a lot of the tranny prostitutes in Thailand, you would never guess that they're dudes.
Yeah, I mean the difference. See, this is a whole different topic, but the difference between men and women is all chemical for the most part, especially from the early age.
And genetics.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you could revert that within a couple years pretty easily. I mean, we had the whole thing with Bruce Jenner just recently, and he's already starting to look like an ugly woman, but a woman.
He's looking, strangely enough, Bruce Jenner's going to look like a woman who's had too much work done. Who knew? I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, no doubt.
And actually, back to the legality question,
okay.
and specifically regarding Thailand.
Yeah.
Here's another side effect of making prostitution legal. Mm. The services you can buy will become infinitely more elaborate.
Oh, absolutely. I was actually thinking about David Carradine for a second. I was going to mention because of the whole autoerotic asphyxiation. I was wondering, do you think that costs more or less than general sex?
Oh, more. I think anything where there's more risk or skill. Because if you're going to choke somebody nearly to death, you better know what you're doing.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, see, I wasn't talking about having sex and getting choked out. I'm talking to
hey, I'm going to get on you and shoot my shit into your shit and be done.
but
that's got to be cheaper.
Just the act of of like helping a guy. Well, I assume. See, I don't know. I don't know his instances, but I'm assuming that you don't necessarily have to have sex to do the whole autoerotic. Maybe you're just jerking off, but you need somebody else there to help you. Maybe
you need somebody there to
kind of.
You need a spotter.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I was curious
when you're hanging yourself.
Yeah.
It's best to have somebody that can sit there and go, whoa.
I don't know if he's breathing. Anyway.
Yeah, but there is one story I heard about a guy named Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee was a cast member on Mad
I know who you're talking
TV.
about.
Yeah, okay. Now Bobby Lee is also completely insane. But he was
absolutely.
in Thailand shooting a movie, some low budget bullshit movie, and he decided to go to a brothel. And he paid like $50, and it was a whole thing. It's first they give you a bath, and they wipe you down, and they make sure you're really clean. And then he said a woman,
A woman?
a woman, a genetically like born a woman. Like her pussy is not like aftermarket. This is her pussy that she was born with. Then he said like she gave him a bath, she washed him down real good, and then he said then she ate my asshole for 20 minutes. So now I understand why she wanted the bath. But then he said he went into the room. And apparently, like the service, he didn't want to. The service he paid for was the bath, and then you go into a room where there's a bed, and you're completely naked.
Okay.
And he's probably got a huge erection.
Well, just had his asshole eaten.
And then the prostitute comes in, and you see on the ceiling these ropes hanging down.
Oh God.
The woman got naked. She got him started on a blowjob. Maybe gave him some poon for a minute. And then she got herself up in the ropes in some kind of weird way and had her friend spin the rope, turn the rope really like so when she let go, it would untwist. Mm-hmm. And she just went to Bobby Lee, put her mouth around his cock, and told her friend to let the rope unspin. And she just slowly spun down Bobby Lee's cock for like 10 minutes. And he said, presentation alone. Best blowjob I've ever gotten.
How does that work?
I just told you how.
No, but I'm saying like she's like a helicopter.
Yeah. like she spun on an axis, kind of like those chicks like in the circus.
How do you not get kicked in the face? Like is it like
no? She's upside down doing it.
Oh,
and like she's doing it like the people, like the Chinese people in the circus.
I was thinking like vertical.
No. You're vertical. You're parallel with the rope.
Yeah.
And your feet you're upside down, and you just spin all the way down the cock.
Interesting.
That, I think, is the number one argument for why porn should be legal. I mean, prostitution should be legal.
I'm surprised I've never seen that in a porn.
I don't think they can afford the production value. Think about how many Asian acrobats and gymnasts there are in the world. This chick, for all we know, might have tried to be in the Olympics, but instead she's sucking cock in an albeit impressive way.
Gotta pay the bills.
Yeah, there's another kind of place I've heard about in Philly. A childhood friend that I knew, I ran into him at another childhood friend's wedding, and they have something there called a washy-wash. That's what they're known as.
Washy-washy.
It's called a washy-wash, and it's the first half of Bobby Lee's prostitution experience. Mm-hmm. They give you a bath, and then they just jump on you, and they ride your cock, and then you come, and then you go back to work. Like it's
kind of like the Old West. That's what they did.
Yeah. Well, one thing that my friend was telling me that was funny is he worked in the financial industry in Philadelphia.
So he was dirty as fuck.
Yeah. Well, no, not him, but I'm sure a lot of guys, like, their idea of fun was let's go get 9 hookers and a fucking 8 ball of coke and just go nuts for 3 days and not sleep. Mm-hmm. But he's like, it was always funny when a guy was like, yeah, I'm going to go grab some lunch. Oh, I'll come with you. Oh, no, I got to run some errands too. Oh, okay. And then they come back from lunch and their hair's wet. It's like,
great.
We know where you were. You were at a washy-wash.
Washy-wash. I still got to say that the rub and tug is gold.
Oh,
I've seriously never heard that before.
I have friends that have done them, and they said, no, it's really good. I really like it. But I don't know if I could have sex. That's the other thing. I don't know if I could have sex with a perfect stranger. I'm willing to give it a shot, ladies.
Jeez. Okay. It's not really a great segue, but it'll work. With the advancements in technology, the idea of virtual sex, where you have a device that is connected via Ethernet or via internet to a generic. It might not even be a person. It might just be the machine running code that does all. But
You can interact with them online while you jerk off.
Absolutely.
It's
or
how they're
have
got to
the
do.
machine have sex with it or whatever. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, you're saying like have an automated like fuck machine that
sure.
like with it like plugs into your computer with a USB cord.
Sure.
And you just go to a chick and like, oh yeah, I can suspend disbelief this long.
Well, no, on their end, she would have a device and it would simulate the.
Well, her skill?
Yeah.
Do you think that's coming?
Oh,
no pun intended.
Well, okay, I don't know how real the technology is, but there was a basis. Have you ever seen the Big Bang Theory, the TV show?
I've seen an episode or
there
two.
There was this device. Now, obviously, it wasn't a sex thing. This was like a kissing, like where there was two. Where
was it for the autistic guy?
No, I think it was Raj and the
those names mean nothing to me. Go on.
Anyway, so but like one person would kiss one, and then like if another person across the world had the other one connected to the internet, it would simulate the tongue action, so you could kiss each other good night or kiss each other intimately from afar. I'm curious if A, that's real. B, if that is real, then you could have where the woman has. A penile or
a machine. Well,
that
first
simulates
of all,
him having sex with it.
If me and Renee did live long distances, the first thing I would do is the penis machine that's fucking her. I would make sure it's smaller than I am.
It would simulate size too.
Nope.
It has to be smaller. It can't be the same
It has
size.
to be smaller because that way, when I actually get to have sex with her, she can be like, "Oh yeah, this is so much better than." I'm not going bigger.
Well, obviously,
I'm not going bigger.
As she changes the settings.
I don't want a machine that can duplicate how disappointing I am in the sack. I don't want that.
Jeez.
That's the worst idea. No, fuck that.
But would that be considered prostitution?
No.
Like if you could, but let's say you could pay somebody else to.
I don't know. I don't
It wouldn't
think so.
necessarily be your wife, but you would pay a service, and this would be a generic person, and she could service multiple people at once. It would be what it would kind of streamline the system.
It would make gangbangs go into the millions.
Oh wow! I didn't even think of that.
Like quadrillion penetration instead of quadruple.
I don't know how that would work.
Quadruple penetration. One in the vagina, one in the butt.
I guess you
one in the
multiple,
mouth,
multiple
one in the eye socket if she's a pirate.
Oh,
Yeah. Have you ever heard of girlfriend experiences?
I've heard of them. Yeah, definitely heard of them.
Biggest waste of money I've ever heard of in my life.
If you get to have sex with her at the end, then maybe, but
yeah, but
it's not the wife
but
experience.
You're paying what?
You like that?
Oh, god damn it, that was so good. No, it's a total waste of money.
Yeah.
I don't want to be intimate. I don't want to talk to you about my day.
You don't.
No.
Some people do. Some people, they want that intimate feeling that they don't get from other humans. Actually, it's not a horrible idea. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy I'm in a good relationship.
It's a crazy
but
idea.
If I could get rid of some of the
more
extras,
negative aspects of having a relationship, like having to listen to them when you don't want to,
well, yeah.
and having to go places and meet people you don't want to, I guess I could understand that. But my whole thing is that if you're paying for girlfriend experiences, you need to re-examine your life.
Yeah.
You've done something wrong. Crazy idea. How about the next time you see a woman, say hello to her. Try that. Start there before you start exchanging money. And just to be like, hi.
It's just so much easier.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a lot of money.
Well, yeah, but just, hey, man, things that are easy aren't worth doing. Actually, that's not true.
There's a mom joke in there somewhere.
Yeah. Your mom is worth doing, and she's easy.
Oh, man.
I don't think we really talked about porn at all this episode. This is a new low for us. Or is it? Thanks for listening, everybody.